scholars, I'm Mrs. EK, and today we are going to be working with compound words. Do you know what a compound word is? Okay, okay, you're right. It's when we can join two or more words together to make a bigger word or a new word, right? So we can have two smaller words and we'll put them together and it will make a whole new word. And that word is a compound word, like the word sunshine. Sunshine is known as a simple compound word. It's simple because sunshine, when we break it up into its syllables, sun, shine, there's two syllables. And sun, shine, there's two words. So each word, that word, and that word, are both just one syllable. So this is a compound word that's broken up by syllables by the word, right? So sun, shine, sunshine. But we're going to work with some more complex compound words today. Yeah, and I'll tell you why they're a little bit more complex or more challenging. Here's an example. Afternoon. What's the word? Good. We're going to clap out afternoon to get the syllables. Afternoon. 3 syllables. Okay. Well, let's see if there's 3 words in this compound word. Afternoon. All right. Is af a word all by itself? No, it's not. But after is a word. Okay? And noon is a word. So this compound word is made up of 2 words, but it has more than 2 syllables because after is 2 syllables all by itself. All right, well, let's look at the next word. This word is dishwasher. What's the word? Nice. Let's clap out its syllables. You ready? Dishwasher. How many syllables? 3. Nice job. Do you think there's 3 words in this compound word? It could be. That's a possibility. Let's check. We got dish, wash, Well, I can tell you already that I know is not a word all by itself. Dish is a word all by itself. All right. Wash could be a word all by itself, but since cannot be a word all by itself, it's an ending for wash. So washer is our second word. All right. So dish is 1 syllable, but washer is 2 syllables. Do you see how it's a little more challenging? Let's look at our last word. This word is counterclockwise. What's the word? Nice. Let's go ahead and clap it out to see how many syllables it might have. Counterclockwise. How many syllables does that word have? 4. We have count, clock, wise. So there's 4 syllables. Do you think there are 4 words that make up this compound word? Let's check it out. Can count be a word all by itself? Absolutely. Oh, but there's that again. Remember, that's an ending. So count must be with to make counter. Okay, what about clock? Can it be a word all by itself? Sure can. What about wise? Yeah, be wise. That's a word all by itself. So clock is a word all by itself, and so is wise. We have found a compound word that is made up of 3 smaller words. Counter, clock, wise. That's pretty complex, huh? So if you're going clockwise, you're just going in the direction of a clock. But when you go counterclockwise, you go the opposite direction that the clock moves. All right, scholars, I hope you have your paper and something to write with ready. We are going to read through a short passage. As we read through, we are going to be word detectives on the lookout for Compound words. You know, compound words are when two smaller words are joined together to make one bigger word, right? So we are going to go through and I'm going to stop at every ending punctuation mark and we're going to look and see if there is a compound word in that sentence or not. If there is, I want you to write that word down, okay? I'm going to highlight it on my paper and you will be able to write it down. Are you ready? Let's get started. All right, so here's our short passage. Yesterday in art class, we were making posters out of cardboard. I'm gonna stop right there. There's our first ending mark. Did you hear or do you even see a compound word? What about yesterday? Yester? That doesn't sound like a word to me. Nope. Making? Make? Ing? Ing's not a word by itself. Nope. Cardboard? You're right. Cardboard is a compound word. Scholars, go ahead and write cardboard down on your paper. Mrs. ZK is just going to highlight it here. Cardboard is made out of card plus board. Cardboard. All right, we're going to keep going. We used markers, magazines, and watercolor paints. Let's look at those words again in the second sentence. We used markers. Markers are compound word? No. Magazines? No. Watercolor? Oh, that's one of those more complex ones, right? We have water, color, watercolor. I don't know if you've ever painted with watercolors, but they're pretty cool. Watercolor. Scholars, go ahead and write down watercolor on your paper. All right, we're going to go to our next sentence. Our posters were all about reducing, reusing, and recycling. Okay, let's look at that sentence. Do you see any compound words? Posters, posters. Ers isn't a word all by itself. No, these just have an ending of ing, so they don't have a second word. So scholars, there is not a compound word in that sentence. Let's keep going. We brainstormed ideas on the whiteboard and on notebook paper. Uh-oh, I think I see more than one compound word here. So, first off, brainstormed is a compound word. Yes, let's go ahead and write that one down. That's a long one. We have brain and then stormed, and together brainstormed. Did you see any other compound words in that sentence? Whiteboard, you are right. Whiteboard. Yes, and whiteboard is made out of white plus a board, and together we have whiteboard. Go ahead and write that down, scholars. I was just looking at cardboard and whiteboard. They both have the same second word. But because the first word is different, the meaning of the compound word is different. Yes. All right. Oh, you see another one? Seriously? Notebook. You're right. I'm glad you didn't let me keep going without it. We need to write notebook down in our notebook. Notebook is made up of note plus book. And together, the word is notebook. Nice work, scholars. That was a busy sentence. All right, let's keep going. When we finished, we posted our classwork in the hallways, the lunchroom, and on the playground. Another busy sentence. Woo, scholars. Do you see any compound words? Oh, playground. Okay. Start here over here. You've seen playground. That's a common compound word. We have play, ground, playground. Go ahead and write it down. All right, I'm going to go back through our sentence to see if we can hear any more of those compound words. When we finished, just an ending, we posted our classwork. Ding, ding, ding. Classwork. It's work that they did in class. And it is a compound word. Scholars, go ahead and write that word down. We have class plus work makes classwork. All right. So they finished their classwork, and where did they post it? They posted it in the hallways. Hall plus ways makes hallways. Another compound word. And there is one more compound word. Let's go back through. So when we finished, we posted our classwork in the hallways, the lunchroom, and on the playground. Did you find it? Lunchroom. You're right. Lunchroom is a room where you will sit and eat your lunch. We have lunch plus room makes the word lunchroom, also known as a cafeteria. Yes? Go ahead and write down lunchroom. Nice work, word detectives. You found all of our compound words in this short passage. Can we reread this passage so that we can fluently read straight through instead of choppy sentence by sentence? Yes, okay, let's reread. So short passage, all right? Yesterday in art class, we were making posters out of cardboard. We used markers, magazines, and watercolor paints. Our posters were all about reducing, reusing, and recycling. We brainstormed ideas on the whiteboard and on notebook paper. When we finished, we posted our classwork in the hallways, the lunchroom, and on the playground. Nice work, scholars. Scholars, we made posters about reducing, reusing, and recycling. And by posting them around the school, we were making other people aware of things they can do to reduce their impact on the environment. Can you help us reduce our impact on the environment?
This program is made possible in part by the Michigan Department of Education, the State of Michigan, and the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Additional support by, and by viewers like you. Thank you.